As you know, one of the top topics on TikTok is usually Generation Z kids talking about which pronouns they're using this week, and Marxist teachers bragging about indoctrinating their students with gender-bending ideology. But thankfully, not all of the kids are drinking the Kool-Aid.
Okay, TikTok, I really need your help here on this one. I'm a teacher. I teach 5th and 6th grade, and this morning, I don't know, somehow the concept of pronouns came up. And one of my students said, "Well, Miss Odell, did you even ask me my pronouns?" And I was like, whoa, I hadn't actually asked him his pronouns, and I had called him a him, and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I haven't actually asked you what your pronouns are, and what are they?" And he said, Banana said, "Banana and rock." And I was like, dude, no, like, don't mess around. I was actually really upset because I thought he was making fun of it. And in fact, I'm still pretty sure he was making fun of it. And, but they all agreed, no, like, you can choose anything. Banana, rock, if you want banana and rock to be a pronoun, banana and rock's your pronoun. Is it? TikTok, tell me.
The annoying music was in the original, but imagine turning to TikTok for advice on pronouns. Isn't that what got society into this mess in the first place? She's not talking to her colleagues or her 5 cats, she's looking to TikTok. And the reason she wasn't sure if the student was trolling her is because many kids these days are that crazy, like this one.
For example, cake gender. I know a few people who personally use this. It's typically described as them feeling light and fluffy or sweet and warm, and it's not something that you could typically describe with the terms masculine, feminine, androgynous, etc. Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
And it's teachers like this which have caused society to go down this path.
I teach high school, and most days of the week I come to school in stilettos. I get to stand at about 6'6". And the reason why is so I can create an explicitly queer space for all of my students. That way they know that this place is a place for them, by them, and because I never had one of those growing up. So, yeah, bit of a beast.
And now Reddit, a popular internet forum, has banned calling these people groomers because it's now deemed an anti-LGBTQ ABCDEFG slur. And now calling the groomers on Twitter is also considered to be a violation of the terms of service, and probably Facebook and YouTube as well. In other pronoun news, singer Demi Lovato, who came out as a gender non-binary person last year and changed her pronouns from she and her to they and them because she no longer identified as a woman or as a man, but neither, has decided to go back to identifying as a woman and is now using she, her pronouns again. Another thing, other than Demi Lovato's music, that nobody's talking about is what is causing this explosion of transgenderism and so many people being confused about what gender they are. It may not be entirely from the libs of TikTok or the cultural Marxist propaganda. There may be another reason that you're not supposed to talk about. This is a sign that's posted at my local gym and probably gyms across the entire state of California, and possibly even restaurants as well, that reads, quote, "Many food and beverage cans have linings containing bisphenol A, BPA, a chemical known to the state of California to cause harm to the female reproductive system. Jar lids and bottle caps may also contain BPA. You can be exposed to BPA when you consume foods or beverages packaged in these containers." What sort of harm, you may be wondering? Well, this study from 13 years ago may explain it. Plastic chemicals feminize boys. Chemicals in plastic alter the brains of baby boys, making them more feminine, say US researchers. Males exposed to high doses in the womb went on to be less likely to play with boys' toys like cars, or to join rough and tumble games they found. But you're not supposed to talk about that, or what the chemicals are doing to people's sexual orientation and gender identity. There's a part in the brain called the third interstitial nucleus of the anterior hypothalamus, or the INAH3, which is responsible for sexual behavior. And I'll give you one guess as to what happens to the INAH3 part of the brain when a fetus is exposed to abnormal levels of estrogen in the womb. Oh, I forgot to mention that BPA, bisphenol A, the chemical that's in most of the food packaging, is considered to be a hormone disruptor because its chemical properties are so similar to estrogen that it's classified as a synthetic estrogen, which is why you're starting to see on some food packaging, they'll label that it's BPA free because people who know about this don't want to be consuming those chemicals. Scientists have also found that by altering the level of estrogen in the wombs of animals, they can change the, well, let's just say mating behavior of those test subjects' offspring. They can make the animals gay. This is all covered in detail in Dr. Deborah So's book, The End of Gender, by the way, which will probably be banned from Amazon at some point soon, because you're not allowed to say that someone's sexual orientation or gender identity is a birth defect. Instead, they're trying to frame the issue as if there's no more of a difference between someone's sexual orientation or gender identity than there is between someone who prefers blondes over brunettes, or someone who is left-handed versus right-handed. Of course, there's a world of difference between what hand somebody writes with or throws a baseball with, and people using a particular body part or body parts for things that they clearly weren't designed for. But as you know, in our Orwellian society, you're not allowed to utter certain truths out loud, and as Orwell said, by doing so, it is a revolutionary act. So to support my revolutionary work, order one of my shirts from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. And this weekend, get free shipping in the US by using the promo code LIBTARD at the checkout. I saw it trending on Twitter yesterday and just thought it would be a good promo code. So order a Liberalism Find a Cure shirt, an Ultra MAGA shirt, or my new Climate Change shirt, which illustrates how the climate changes each season. All available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Enter the promo code LIBTARD at the checkout to get free shipping in the US this weekend, and check them out.